Hey friends, this is Sangeeta Subramanian. Start one last attempt and having few months for the exams. How to study CS Executive old syllabus effectively. Let's get started. Coming to tax laws, you have got part A and part B. You first cover part B first, which is GST. GST is just 3 years old and you've got very little syllabus over there. So first cover GST, practice a lot, practice previous question papers which is from December 2017. Coming to part A, don't directly step into heads of income. First, you need to know the basics of income tax, scope, residential status, and then go to set of carry forward, TDS. When you cover all these, I think almost the like 50-60% of the syllabus covers. So then you go to the heads of income. Again there, don't rush to go to capital gains of business or profession. First complete salary, house property, and then go to business or profession. In case if you're doing self-study and you're not able to cover it, just do whatever is possible for you. That will be fine. What you need to do is take the book, cover all the chapters, write down the formulas. Don't skip or miss any formulas from any lesson. Just write down the formulas in a note, prepare the formulas over and over again until you are thorough with it, and then take out the question papers and start practicing. Fine, problems over a practice, yeah, it comes to everyone. What about theory then? For theory, what you need to do is take the chapters. You have around 12 chapters. Take the first two lessons, which is the introduction lesson and the labor cost lesson. You cover both the lessons and then go to in between lessons like marginal costing and standard costing, which is like covers a vast of syllabus, and then go to the end. We have got the ratio lessons. So if you're going to be thorough in the theories of this lesson, I think you will be able to manage the entire cost accounting. Fine, what do I do with the other lessons? Other lessons, you need to read all the grey shaded part. Just read the introduction, go through the lesson, whatever you're able to cover, you just cover, and then read the lesson roundup. So with this, I think cost and management accounting becomes much more easier. Every CS student's favorite paper is company law. We all know that this is our core paper, so we cannot omit anything or skip anything. Fine. So there are two things here. One is section number, another one is case law. You should be a master of any one to score well. Fine. I wasn't a case law person, so what I did is I studied couple of sections before exams. So it really fetched me marks. And then even though I'm not a case law person, I studied 9 to 10 case laws so that here and there, if they have asked any question, we could quote it. So definitely it is going to add value to your paper. For those who haven't started studying section numbers yet, here is the bonus tip. Start studying from now. How to start studying? It's like a lot of sections. There are nearly hundreds of sections. How do I start? Where do I start? See, start from section number 100 or 96. 96 is AGM and 100 is EGM. When you start from section 100, it is very sequential. You can see, we know for meeting what should we issue? We should issue a notice. Yes, so for notice, along with the notice, what we attach? Explanatory statement. So 101 becomes notice and section 102 becomes the explanatory statement. So in this way you will be able to remember things. So what is 103? Once the meeting is convened and it is yet to be conducted, what we check for first? The number of members. So quorum. 103 is quorum, and once quorum is done, we appoint the chairman. So next is 104, which is chairman, and after that is proxy and voting, which is 105, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next subject is economic commercial law. Every person who has taken the book and started reading from lesson 1, okay, I really feel pity for you. Even I have been there, because starting from FEMA and FERA, we have all felt that the entire subject is so dry, but it is not. So what you do is start from part B first, Complete the 6 lessons. It is very easy. If you start from the Registration Act and National Green Tribunal, all the pollution acts and everything, I think part B is very easy and it has 30 marks covering. Then come to part A. Even in part A, what you need to do is cover the important chapters like Transfer of Property Act, Intellectual Property Act, then Contract Act, Competition Act, Consumer Protection Act, and then go to the first lesson, FEMA and FERA. Commercial law, we all feel how to study the law directly because we have no knowledge, like no practical experience. What I did is, instead of reading the introduction part, straightly go to the lesson roundup first. You read the lesson roundup so that you have an gist about it. Industrial labor and general laws. In this we have got part A and part B. Complete part B first. Again we have got a couple of lessons in part B, starting from Constitution and ending in Right to Information Act. Then come to part A. See, reading industrial labor general law is super easy. What you need to do is take a chapter. As I said, read the lesson roundup and then go to the chapters. You just need to note down the points. See, for example, if it's Factories Act, you need to know health, safety and welfare needs. So how are they going to comply with all those? So what are the requirements? You just need to know what is what. Don't go in depth. You just need to know what is what. This is one of my favorite subjects. I enjoyed reading this because I was a student. I wanted to learn something about the stock market, market trends and everything. So this subject, reading this and observing it in the practical way, it's like super interesting. Before even I tell how to score this paper well, I'll tell you how to enjoy and read this paper. We have got part A and part B, again capital markets and security laws. Security laws is all the SEBI regulations, and capital markets is also that the various kinds of instrument issued and how it is regulated, how it is done. So for example, I was so much interested in mutual funds. What I did is, while studying that, I opened a demat account. I wanted to know what a mutual fund is all about. I had an in-depth study and then I started investing. Don't you try to omit anything in this paper because they cleverly plan and cover the entire syllabus in your question paper. In corporate accounting and auditing, we have got two parts, part A and part B. So persons who are not good in numbers, please get done with part B first and then go to part A. And how do I do it? Because I'm not a person who's good in numbers. How do I crack it? Fine. When you take part A, complete all the theory first. Issue of securities, know how it is issued, the application allotment, when it is done and everything. If you feel that you're not good in consolidation of accounts, then what you need to do is, you need not learn the entire step-by-step method. Instead, just learn the minority ratio, minority interest, how to calculate the simple things, so that you will be getting not 10 on 10, but however you will get 2 on 10, 3 on 10, however it's going to be a score. In both the modules, keep few subjects that are highly scoring to you. Focus a lot on that and score well. And if you're not, say, if you're not good in numbers, corporate accounting may be a problem. So in that case, what you need to do is focus on the theory part and other things, and then just try to score that 50, that aggregate. So this should be fine, this should be doing. Dear friends, even if you haven't started studying, start it now. It's okay to start late. You have time left. You just need to utilize the time effectively. So be punctual in your preparation and do well. All the best.